Hey, it's Milton Daily Homes Chuck here, and we got a big list today, 25 homes, so I'm going to get right to it. And so the first one up is 1379 Costigan, number 612. It's at 219.9, and really not a lot of pictures. These are all common areas, and so there is a virtual tour linked up, so you may want to check that out. For a one bedroom for 219, yes, it's rentable. You do the math on this, and it certainly makes sense. I think a better long-term investment is definitely the two bedrooms or more. I think it's just there's more of an audience for it. If you think about it, there's a lot of young people moving to Milton. Where are their parents going to live? Okay, so that's one of the considerations. And you don't move from a 3 or 4 bedroom home down to a 1 bedroom. You move to a 2 bedroom. So anyhow, that's just some thoughts from my end. Families that can't quite make it to the home ownership, 2 bedroom has a lot more legs. So this one here on 1471 Maple, number 408. It's a 1 bedroom plus den, which I think is still fantastic and infinitely better, I think, in my eyes, compared to the other one. Why? The first thing is that I think there's better finishes inside of this one. The second thing is you've got these nice high 9-foot ceilings in this one. Actually, I think they go up to like 12 feet at certain points. It's beautiful. On the 4th floor of these buildings, very, very nice. That would be the only place I would buy in this building if I was looking. Okay, so nice flooring here. Everything is definitely put together well. Maintenance fees $195. So this one gets my pick by far over cost again. Ontario Street North, number 61. It's $234.9. I think this is an excellent deal. Great looking floors, neutral colors. This is the way you present a home, and you're going to see some today that aren't doing it very well. And I'm a big fan. It looks like the windows have been done. You got the vanity in the bathroom, all that kind of stuff. Big mature trees. I really like this one. Now here's another one at Unit 201 on Costigan, $287.9. Now we're talking about a 2 bedroom plus den. Very enticing. Okay, $287.9. Maintenance fees are $258. And it looks pretty good to me. There's lots of nice upgrades. I think they're tasteful. I think they've designed it very well. And they definitely have an audience for this home. I think they're going to do quite well. 570 Rose Heath is at $354.9. Now there's one that just came out, I believe, at 511 Rose Heath, and about $15,000 more expensive. And this one doesn't quite have all the bells and whistles that one does, but it's very nice. And if you're on a bit more of a budget, then this would be the one definitely to choose. And they're both extremely good. It's just, do you want the 10 out of 10 or do you want the solid 8.5, 9, which is where I think this one occupies. Nice interlocking in the back. Huge fan of this one. There's nice trees around here. Bronte Meadows, great neighborhood. So 1309 Brandon Terrace. And if you know where Brandon is, you know what's funny? Look at this. It's like they knocked down the real estate sign and just kind of threw it against the side of the house. Who knows? Maybe they weren't happy with their old agent. They've got the mismatch. You'll see, I think, one other home today that has that. It looks okay inside. I mean, wow, that's quite coordinated right there. Same with this one here too. You've got the sheets mixing in with the wall colors. That's kind of cool though. I do appreciate that. The problem I have with this Brandon Terrace one is that it's really close to the 401. You can definitely hear it. It's not even on Google Maps, but it's north of Maple just as it turns before it starts getting into the commercial areas. So I like the stone here. There's a lot of good things about it, but man, that noise would drive me crazy. Okay, so there it is. I do like everything it has. If it was not there, it would be surely a strong contender for Chuck pick. 15 Dills is at $359. Very narrow homes on Dills. Semis, detached. Actually, these ones are linked by the foundation, so they look detached, but they actually do share a wall. And I don't think you'll see much of an effect from that. So really, for all intents and purposes, it feels like a detached home. Hardwood floors. This one's been relisted. The blue countertop may give them a bit of a tough time. They do have a 2nd floor family room, and you know, it's okay. I mean, I think that it's a tough one. Detached, obviously, in this price range attracts attention, but it's got some elements that I don't think everybody would love. I still think it's good value. They probably priced it pretty well. 611 Cargill is 1,600 square feet. It's a townhouse, $369. It's okay inside. I mean, it's got the fireplace. It's got a decent amount of space. You know, it's It looks all right to me. I don't think they're really jazzing it up to get it to sell, but I think for what it is, for the size of it, it's probably not that far off. Now, Regional Road 25, 384.9, and so country property, 250 wide by 150. They've got a car in the ditch right there. Hope that's not purposeful. And you can see there's all these outbuildings here. I don't know if you could run a commercial business here or what the plan would be. 2-bedroom, 1 washroom. There's no interior shots, and so they have a now there's there's a dug well here, but it's not potable water. Okay, so they actually have a cistern that gets filled up, and that's where they get their water from. So I'd be curious to know if you could ever do any sort of well. If it's just is it deep enough? Is it like, or could you go deeper and get better water? I don't know. So that would be something definitely to look at with this one. And then also, are there commercial uses that that could be there? Because for that price, you're getting a lot of value, especially with those buildings. So 780 Bolingbroke is $399, and it's a semi-detached, and it says 1860 square feet. They've got the mismatch here. They also have great cupboards. They've got nice pot lights here. This is a great layout. This is a really, really nice layout. Big fan of this one. And then also upstairs, you've got 4 bedrooms up there. Okay, and it's close to the school. It's close to Our Lady of Fatima, and it's also walking distance to Tiger Jeet. So based on one that was listed last week, about the same size semi for the same price, this one's better than that. So it could sell quick. Clover Park is $439. And you're getting a double garage, which is good for $439. And you've got this kind of raised deck back here. Now you are backing onto dairy. It's beautiful back here, but you're going to get the road noise. I mean, the hospital is literally just on the other side of the road here. Inside looks okay. I mean, the kitchen might need a little bit of updating, but I think there's a lot of space here. These homes, like with the kind of split 2-story, they've got a lot of space in them. Okay, so Rule 449, detached home, 1835 square feet. And when you look at what else is for sale around that 450 mark, at 459, we've got a couple double car garage. We got our great one on Clark for 453. This guy, you don't have appliances, you don't have a finished basement, you do have some decent floor, but I just find that there's better value out there right now. I don't know if they were as competitive as they need to be. And Vickerman's at 459, so over 2,000 square feet, got a nice deck above, hardwood floors, nice kitchen. And I think this one's priced very fair compared to what the other ones have sold for. There was one on Savaline that sold with similar features right in the 450s, maybe a month, 2 months ago. They got it going on. Perfect price for that one. It backs onto green space too, which is a nice add bonus. Fourth line, 93 acres, 549. The house looks like if you sneeze too hard, you'd knock it over, as do many of the outbuildings. But there's a ton of land. There's subdivisions on both sides, so I think that they do definitely have some value here. That's actually a pretty good deal for that amount of land. 736 Kasserine is at 559, and so this is a wood lily. And so the kitchen looks okay. I mean, the pictures are a little bit dark. They're a little bit homemade. Doesn't look like a ton of upgrading in this one, although I like the wainscoting they did in there. That's very nice. Okay, so that's that one there. I don't know. It's not. I mean, I know a couple wood lilies that have sold recently that sold for a lot less than that. 1523 Morse, 559. This is a Newgate model, just under 2,500 square feet. Got the door insert. You got the big open ceiling in the living dining room. Actually, just in the living. Upgraded kitchen. They've done some work in the bathroom. Probably blew out that whole builder shower and put a whole new one in. And you got upgraded floors upstairs. So lots of nice features. Morse is a good street. You can walk to the Blockbuster, the Rabba. It's very, very nice. Okay, so Willett is also a wood lily. Okay, so when we compare this to the one that we just saw 2 homes ago, I would take this one the second. Built-in appliances. You've got the upgraded hood fan. You've got the pot lights here. All those different elements. They've chosen to go with a lighter floor, which I think is different. I think they've done the iron pickets. They've definitely dressed it up well. It is a very nice layout. And I think for the amount of money these guys have spent compared to what the other guys are asking at $559, again, I take this one in a heartbeat. Now, Willett Terrace, a little bit close to the train tracks too, so you just want to be careful of your noise toleration when you see that big berm on the side. That's what it is. There's trains behind there. 470 Lesage, 574. It's been relisted, and I like it. It's got the granite counters, the undermount sink. The backyard looks like they've spent a lot of money in it. And overall, it's an impressive looking home, 574.9, and you're getting 3,000 square feet. Very, very competitive. Surprised it didn't sell last time. So 301 Potts, 589. This is a little bit, well, actually, it's a lot smaller. It's not even 2,600 square feet. So comparing this to Lesage, you can see the value difference. I don't know, to me it's okay. I think that these homes, if they did sell for this price, I think it would probably break the record for the model, and I don't know if it's record-breaking material. Now Hem Street is at 597.5, and so if someone's going to write you a check for $600,000 potentially, I think that you could probably dress it up a little bit more than what these guys have. It's big, it's got a nice piece of land, it's a great area, but I just don't know if it's got legs up at this price range here. Okay, so 196 Manley Lane is at $599, and very nice looking home inside, very well done. This is how you dress up a home. Remember, the minute you put that for sale sign up, even before that, it ceases to become your house. Okay, it's really somebody else's house, and you're just trying to cater to that, to what they're looking at. Okay, so the upgraded flooring, I think this is definitely going to be what sells the house. The basement, you could imagine just having a great time down there, and backs onto the pond too. So lots of beautiful features with this one. A little bit smaller than what typically sells in this price range, but that finished basement plus the upgrade in the back is really going to help their cause. Maddox was at $699, dropped 20 grand, and it's about 3,600 square feet. You've got two staircases going upstairs. So there's this one, then there's one from the kitchen. And lighter colored floors, lighter kitchen, very bright, breezy looking home, quartz countertops here. And it's just a beautiful home. You can tell there's a good vibe in this home. You've got a brick and stone exterior. I don't think it'll take them too long to sell at this price. Definitely, it's a good looking listing. So 370 Nunn Court, 739, 3,200 square foot Wild Rose, and so we've got darker cabinets, darker floors, and again, those homemade pictures. You're selling the home for $700,000, and the agent can't spend $100 or $150 for photos. Again, everybody has their personal choices, but I think for me, it's not equivalent. I think that you really need to show these homes off, and if you've watched Daily Homes, you can see the difference between homemade and professional, and it makes a massive difference. Now, one thing that'll definitely help their cause, they've got a big pie-shaped lot here. I still don't know. I mean, there was a gorgeous one that sold at $709. It was just a standard lot, but I mean, it was model home beautiful. I don't know if these guys are going to be able to play at $739, but you know, it's still, you know, you go inside, you do a little bit of freshening up in there. I think you've got a great model, great home on a huge piece of land. Now, Sixth Line, wow, it's a long list today. So Sixth Line is at $749.9, and I mean, everything that you look for in a country home, about 10 acres of land. It's not that far from the highway. It's not far from the city. There's a ton of stuff in here, upgrades, the stainless steel appliances. The basement's been done. You got the walkout door there, and it's beautiful, and it overlooks a pool. You got a nice big deck there. Boy, I tell you, this would be a great place to come after a long day. Big fan, and I think the price is bang on for this one. And the final one for the day is Henderson, 1.575, and so yes, it's 14 acres. Yes, it's in an area that is kind of a transition between Milton and Oakville, and I think there's some certain land value there that's inherent, especially if you look 20, 30 years from now. But really, I mean, the way that that's showcased, I mean, Yeah, there's a lot of land. You can tell that for sure. Okay, I don't know why I don't know what that's showing. I mean, hey, look, this company is listing the house, but inside, I mean, you've got glasses, you've got water bottles in the kitchen, and I know it seems silly, like we're talking about water bottles on a $1.6 million house, but you got to take this stuff away. Put your dishes away, put the milk bones away. I mean, this is stuff that, I mean, you are selling a huge asset, and if you don't win them on the 9 photos, you're not going to have someone come into your home. You're not going to have someone buying it. So I don't know. I mean, I think that was a bit of a strategic, you could probably improve on your results by not having that stuff. So anyhow, I've talked about that before. I'm going to continue to talk about it because that is what we do here is we tell you the truth, we interpret, and we add some context. So anyhow, have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow with more Milton Daily Homes.